Welcome to the Insane Boat Build Part 2. As you can see here, we got our boat. Transom has been extended by our favorite welder. And right here is the Merc 275 that's going on the back. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe, because if you don't, I'll do it for you. And yeah, let's get to it. All right, this thing is pretty big. It's just a nice big plate of 3/8 aluminum, and then it's been bolted and welded with a piece of channel, one side cut off, as you can see there. There you go. And then on the underside of the splash wall here, it's got a plate going across where these bottom bolts are. I am going to run into an issue, I already know, because every time you extend a transom, generally where the bottom bolts will go through for the bracket end up being just on the edge of this swim grid when it's lifted 5 inches. But, sorry, not swim grid. So, we'll see, I'll mount it. And I've got the center marked, so the template's just going to drop on. And since this motor is so big, it will probably be double mounted, meaning 2 bolts for the top and 1 on the bottom. This thing's huge. Like, look at that thing. Look at it. Inline 6, you could call it the updated Tower of Power. Like, whoa. People are gonna be scared to get on my boat. Not scared of me on the water, but just scared to get on the boat. It is a counter rotator, which is fine, meaning prop turns left hand instead of right hand. Do it. Doesn't look like I'll be able to clamp it on that way, so let's go like this. Love the template because it makes it that much quicker. Literally only took me like 8 seconds to do that. Template also holds it on the correct angle, so makes it that much easier. Since those are fresh holes, we got deburr. There we go. Nice and easy. Nice and clean. And then you can see here, the bottom holes ended up coming out right here and right here, just above the splash wall ledge. Not a huge problem, because I will put the appropriate bolts in there. I just won't be able to put a plate in and nicely Sikaflex it unless I'm actually planning to cut this portion of the aluminum out. Not a big deal. It's never a big deal. But now I'm going to hang the motor, put a little Sikaflex on the bottom, boom, slap it together. She's going to be ready to rock. Actually, we're just going to see if the transom flexes, but you know, I'm getting close.
Ooh, got lucky. Got the bolts. All right. Gonna just put some Sikaflex around the bottom holes, and then we're gonna slide this on, mount it, and we'll see if the transom flexes. So a little thing I like to do when mounting engines to transoms is all you really need is a small, neat bead around the hole you're mounting to, not a whole bunch on the bolt. But you would put a hole or a bead around the hole on either side, inside the boat and outside the boat. That way when the motor and the bolts with washers squeeze together, it makes a perfect seal. Lots of people put them on the bolts. Yeah, it ain't worth it. It's messy. You're gonna waste Sikaflex wiping it off after. For this, nice and clean, quick, and easy.
Take a closer look. All right. So you may be wondering, oh man, what the hell is that guy doing? He doesn't know what the hell he's fucking putting those bolts in. Oh, wow. Mercury wants the bottom bolts going back to front, top bolts going front to back. Don't believe me? Oh, that's your own fault. But that's how I'm mounting it.
Let this thing down and we'll see how it goes. Damn! Just lifting my on and put these covers on, see what she looks like. Gives you an idea. Damn, that thing is a beast. Holy macaroni. Woo! That 16-foot double eagle. People are gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, he's just a regular average guy going for a swim. But guess what? He's got a 275 on the back. This thing's gonna rip. Might even have to put wings on it. It's gonna start flying. All right, I'm gonna trim this thing up and we'll see how much the transom flexes. All right, this thing's trimmed up now. It's looking pretty good. You know, looks a little disproportioned, but we're about 50 yards and we don't know the difference. I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of how much that transom moves, because to me, I don't see a thing. Right here, camera's nice and still. Bounce this thing up and down. You know, to me, I don't feel anything. I don't see anything, which is what I want to see. You know, it's not moving that bad. I think it could withstand maybe half a second of wide open throttle. We'll see though. All right, I'm gonna give you another angle of this transom just to make sure we're covering all our bases on this. Bases. Let's see if we can make this work. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if this transom's gonna move a bit. Oh, I don't see anything. Yeah, I think it's good. You know what I never realized? How many holes this boat has. You know, they're everywhere. You know what? They could be speed holes, nothing to worry about. The only hole I'm worried about is the one this boat's putting in my wallet when we're running it. Oh! Damn. All right, so one thing I ran into
was after mounting that motor, the weight was pretty, you know, even on the trailer. So it took 3 or 4 hits in the face with the reach to realize that the boat was off balance. So I had to move the axle to the rear 9 inches, and so far it's not tongue light anymore. Couldn't really figure out why it was tongue light, but yeah, solved that issue real quick.
Well, that concludes this episode of the Insane Boat Build Part 2. Next, we're gonna, if we have time, we're gonna take it and float it down at the warp to make sure that the water level stayed the same, and you know, we don't have any issues with it floating, even if it's a short period of time before we start dumping more time and money into this thing. I don't anticipate, you know, it's going to be very much. You know, I'll give you an example of the boat. You know, that cost me about $2,000. The transom extension, all said and done, was about $1,500. Trailer, I'm in it for about $5K, and motor with controls, $350. So, you know, altogether, do the math right, that's about $675. So, yeah, make sure you click like and subscribe, and hope you enjoyed the show. Bye for now.
All right, put this plug in. Oh, it's gonna work. I like that. It's a little second. Oh, that's tight. All right. Oh man, the fiberglass is cracked.
Is it?
Right here where someone ripped something out. It's a little wet, eh? You see that water coming out of there?
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about.
What's that hole right there too?
This? Yeah. There's 2 of them. Someone bolted a Z6 anode in there.
Okay there, puppy?
Just put this Gorilla Tape on here. Okay. You think we should tape over the? I'll tape over.
I'd tape over any hole in it, honestly, because are we launching it? We're just not.
Yeah, we're gonna drop it in the water without the straps and see how the rear end floats. You know, when this Gorilla Tape comes off, it's going to take the boat with it.
Oh, like the fiberglass?
Yeah. Okay. Sounds solid.
Only flexes a little bit.
Only a little bit. All right, you backing it in? You want to? Actually, no. I'll back it in. You can hold this.
We got a dog.
You scream like a little girl as something bad starts to happen.
Just her fucking leg. Whew. It's close. It's floating, but it's really close.
Okay. We'll tie a rope to the front and we'll launch it. That's not bad. Oh, there's a rope in here. Perfect. A little half it.
Was there water in your swim grid before?
No.
Okay, well there's water in your swim grid now.
That's okay.
Was there water in your bilge before?
No.
Well, there's water in it now.
That's not too bad. The water, the bill, and the water, and
I mean, it's not the worst I've ever seen. It floats. You got like an inch to work with.
That's it?
Yeah, it might, I don't know if you want to like add like a brace further across.
Oh, just to keep the water level. Yeah.
Because I imagine when you go to, well, when you go to give it gas, it's going to start floating, right? Like 3 inches. When you jump, it's like 4 inches.
Isn't even touching the...
It's not even touching.
I know this thing's gonna be fun. Damn, look at
that looks so
275.
275 and what is that, like a 16?
15 foot double eagle. It's doable. It's doable.
Yeah, just fuel tank like further up ahead, and then all your batteries and shit in the front.
Yeah, that should work. It's like right now, if I lift up on the front, there's the water line at the back, and I lift the front up.
If you left the front, you got it. It takes on water.
Damn.
Yeah, it's taking water. Yeah, the bilge isn't bad. I think it's just a little bit that's spilling in from there. And oh, okay, and that's taking on water because your drain holes are in the water.
Oh. So I'll have to put self-filling steppers on there, and I'll put a rigging tube that's sealable to the water.
Yeah.
That way the boat will be all right. Sweet.